Number 3, Rubio, you have mentioned that you were a big child. How big are we talking here? This is from Kelsey in Utah. Rubio, I'm gonna let you just handle this one.
All right. Christian is yelling at us in the message board that we're over a minute, but Christian, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to calm your beautiful bouffant and sultry voice because I have 2 stories that I got to tell. I was a large child. How large, you might ask? Well, let's put it this way. I think 7th or 8th grade baseball, this was back in like the 80s, 90s when they had those just terrible polyester uniforms and no give. There wasn't like this Lululemon fabric or any of that stuff. It was like that cheap, bad polyester. They had to order another coach's uniform for me as the child. All right. And it was still a little tight because my mom, being nice, she wouldn't go just a double X or triple X. She's like, oh no, you're only a large. Okay. That ship sailed like in 6th grade. So my mom had this rocking chair and she used to put my uniform on this rocking chair. And it would overnight just basically stretch it out the entire time. If you're a husky kid or over 200 pounds, you've done the old shirt stretch. Okay, so this thing would stretch overnight. So when I put it on in the morning, it was absolutely fantastic. Of course, by 3rd inning, my head looked like it was going to explode because all the polyesterness was going back to polyesterness what it was. So by 3rd, 4th inning, I was about to pass out and die from lack of O2 to my head because the uniform. The second story I'll tell you about how large I was. I made the freshman basketball team, and basketball players are usually tall, thin kids. Rubio was not a tall, thin kid. I was a little taller, but I was not thin. So they throw me a uniform, and it must have been like a youth large or an adult small. I don't even know human beings that wear that size, but it was one of those sizes. I put it on, and it looked just bad. I mean, I was not a good-looking human being at that point anyway, but it was just like, what did they say, like 15 pounds of sausage into a 5-pound coffee can or something like that. All hell was breaking loose. There was rolls and body parts flying out everywhere. And so my mom, bless her heart, she cuts the sides of it, and she's no seamstress. She cuts the sides of it on both sides and adds blue material. Okay. It wasn't the same blue. So everyone could see that I had like these passing lanes of fatness because she added a different color blue on the sides. So you could tell it wasn't the same blue, and you could tell I blew out my uniform, and my mom had to add another like 18 inches of fabric on the right and 18 inches of fabric on the left, but I could breathe. So that's how big I was. We'll leave you on that. Christian, I'm out.